Hey everyone. So this is practice problems for chapter 5.2, Principles of Mathematics 10. Okay, so 1A, draw a diagram to illustrate each product. So remember, this is a diagram, not the algebra tiles. So we're going to have an x squared term here, right? Then we're going to have a 5x term here. Then we're going to have another 5x term here. And then in here is going to be our 25. When we expand this, we get x squared plus 10x plus 25. So, next one, we can do the same thing. So we know we're going to have an x squared term, right? It's supposed to be a square. We know we're going to have a 6x term. This is supposed to be a rectangle. Let's just draw another rectangle down here for our additional 6x. And then our 36. Collecting like terms. Now, down here, we are going to have x squared term. We're going to have ax. We are going to have another ax. And then we're going to have a squared. All right. Now, the next one, we're going to have a squared x squared. Then we are going to have a bx. I'm going to have another a bx. And then we're going to have b squared. Now, to help visualize this, what we should have also been doing is filling out what this is. So this is going to be up here. It would have been x plus 5, x plus 5 down here. Here, this would have been like this, same thing, x plus 6, x plus 6, x plus a, x plus a, ax plus b, and ax plus b, just like when we did the algebra tiles. Expand and simplify. So now it's important to remember this rule down here. This is going to help us go a little quicker with this. So x plus 5 squared. If we look down here to the bottom right corner, a plus b squared equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So the first one we'll do without using the shortcut. The rest we'll use a shortcut. So we know we're going to get x squared plus 5x plus 5x plus 25, x squared plus 10x plus 25. Now, how we got that was writing it out like this. we draw our arrows, x squared plus 5x plus 5x plus 25. So now we're going to use the shortcut here, y plus 4. We know we're going to get y squared plus 8y plus 16, right? Because if we follow this guy right here, we get a squared, which is y squared, plus 2ab, which in this case is 2 times 4 times y, which is 8y, plus b squared, which is 4 squared, which is 16. So moving on to C, we're going to have w squared plus 12w plus 36. Moving on, k squared plus 14k plus 49. Okay, E is, okay, E. So m squared plus 22m plus 121. C squared plus 20c plus 100. G squared plus 18g plus 81. X squared plus 40x plus 400. X minus 5 times x minus 5. That's going to give us x squared minus 5x. Oh. Minus 5x plus 25, collecting like terms. Okay, so now we can use a shortcut because we've proven that it works. So we have z squared minus 6z plus 9, x squared minus 18x plus 81, c squared minus 2c plus 1, v squared minus 24v plus 144, b squared minus 200b plus whatever 100 squared is. I don't know off the top of my head. N squared minus 4n plus 4, and m squared minus 12m plus 36. Now, okay, now we're getting into more variables, but easily still done. So let's write this out the long way for the first one. X squared plus 3xy plus 3xy plus 9y squared. Collecting like terms, x squared plus 6xy plus 9y squared. Okay, oh, and the next one's a negative. So 2x minus y, 2x minus y, 4x squared minus 2xy minus 2xy plus y squared. Collecting like terms, 4x squared minus 4xy plus y squared. Let's go to the next one. So we'll try to do the shorthand here. 25c squared plus 10cd plus 4d squared. Right? Yes. Okay. Now we're going to have 9a squared minus 24ab plus 16b squared. We're going to have 81k squared plus, that's going to be 36 km plus 4m squared. Here we're going to have 16u squared minus 40 uv plus 25v squared. We'll go back through and expand E and F to make sure we've got these correct. Okay, so 9k plus 2m times 9k plus 2m, 81k squared plus 18km plus 18km plus 4m squared. Combine like terms and we end up here. Bottom one, F here, 4u minus 5v times 4u minus 5v, 16u squared minus 20v minus 20v plus 25v squared. Combine like terms and same thing. We end up with that. Okay, number 5. So these are all difference of squares, it's called. So when we have a plus b times a minus b, that's going to equal a squared minus b squared. So let's go through. V squared minus v plus v minus 1, v squared minus 1, a squared plus a minus 1, a squared minus 1, y squared minus 5y plus 5y minus 25, y squared minus 25. So this is going to be x squared minus 49. This is going to be e squared minus 81, z squared minus 36, x squared minus 1, 44, y squared minus 9. So, same thing here. W squared minus v squared. 9m squared minus n squared. Y squared minus 36x squared. Nine x squared minus 16y squared, squared, 49g squared minus 9h squared, and 81x squared minus 64y squared. So we'll go through and expand one or two of these to prove this, that it's going to work out like this. So 7g minus 3h times 7g minus 3h, 49g squared minus 21gh plus 21gh minus 9h squared. Collect like terms. We end up here, and we'll do this one up here, d. 3x plus 4y times 3x minus 4y, 9x squared minus 12xy plus 12xy minus 16y squared. Collect like terms. We end up with that. Expand and simplify, verify your answers using one of three methods. The other two methods in the textbook were using a graphing calculator and plotting the solution, the equations, which I'm not going to do. We'll just substitute x equals 2 into the original expression, and simplified expansion yields the same answer. So let's simplify. So we know this is going to be x squared minus 16, right? So if we plug 2 into here, this is going to be 2 squared minus 16, 4 minus 16, negative 12. Now if we do it into the original expression, 2 plus 4 times 2 minus 4, it's going to equal 6 times negative 2, negative 12. And I see when I was copying these over, these are supposed to be, this is supposed to be squared, 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 squared. And yeah. So now, moving on to B. So if we simplify this, we know this is going to be x squared minus 16x plus 64. If we plug 2 into here, this is going to be 2 squared minus 16 times 2 plus 64. 4 minus 32 plus 64. 4 minus 32 is negative 28 plus 64, and 64 minus 28 equals, that's going to be 36. Now, if we do plug it into the original equation, 2 minus 8 squared, that's going to be negative 6 squared. It's going to be 36. Let's do the next one. X squared plus, what's that, 16x plus 64. So we know this is going to be, plugging 2 in, this is going to be 4. This is going to be 32 plus 64. We end up with 36 plus 64. That's going to equal 100. Plug into the original equation. This is going to be 2 plus 8 squared, 10 squared. That's going to equal 100. No, sorry, that does not look like 100. 100. D. So let's simplify x squared. And then we know this is going to be, let's be plus and minus 100. So that's going to be 4 minus 100, negative 96. Plug into the original equation. This is going to be 2 minus 10. 2 plus 10. This is going to be negative 8 times 12, which is negative 96. X squared minus 121. Now sub 2 in, that's going to be 4 minus 121. It's going to be negative 117. Plug 2 into the original equation, and this is 2 plus 11, 2 minus 11, 13 times negative 9 works out to be negative 117. This is supposed to be a squared term. Okay, here we know this is going to be x squared plus 24x plus 144. It's going to be 4 plus 48 plus 144. It's going to be 52 plus 144, 196. Clean that up a bit. Plug 2 into the original equation. We know we're going to have 2 plus 12 squared, 14 squared, and just to confirm on a calculator here, 1 4 times 196. 1 find 6. So x squared minus 14x plus 49 equals 4 minus 28 plus 49. 4 minus 28 is negative 24 plus 49. And that equals negative 24 plus 49 equals 25. Now, let's sub 2 into the original equation. 2 minus 7 squared equals negative 5 squared equals 25. 8. The radius of circle R has been increased by k. Both R and k are measured in the same units. Write a formula for the area of the new circle. Expand and simplify. Okay, so we know area, A equals pi R squared. So original circle, and now we'll say new circle. So original circle has radius equal to R. New circle has radius equal to R plus K. Write a formula for the area of the new circle. Expand and simplify. Okay, so area of new circle equals pi R plus K squared. So that's going to equal pi times R squared plus 2RK plus K squared. It's going to equal pi R squared plus 2 pi RK plus pi K squared. So if we factor this and go back to where we just came, we know we can factor out a pi, right? Pi R squared plus 2RK plus K squared. And then following our factoring rules, all we have to do is factor this term, and we're left with what we were at before. Okay, each dimension of a square playground is increased by 5 meters. Draw a diagram of the situation. Switch back to red. So if we have a square, right? So we know this is x. This is x. Each dimension is now increased by 5 meters. So we're going to plus 5 meters on both sides. So now the new playground is now that. Find a simplified algebraic expression for the area of the new playground. Well, we know area equals length times width, which is now x plus 5 times x plus 5, x plus 5 squared. And we know with our rules, equals x squared plus 10x plus 25. But this one here is the most simplified. Find a simplified algebraic expression for the increase in area. So the old area, we know is x squared. New area, we know is x squared plus 10x plus 25. The increase in area, because when we look at it, these two terms are going to go away, is the increase in area is 10x plus 25, factoring a 5 out of there, 2x plus 5. Okay, number 10. A parabola has equation y equals x plus 2 squared. Off to the right, we have a graph of the equation, the parabola. A, identify the coordinates of the vertex. Well, by looking at the graph, we know the x-coordinate is x equals -2, and the y-coordinate is equal to 0. This point right here, the vertex means simply like the lowest, or like where it changes direction, right? It goes from going down to going up, or we'll learn more about that in the next part of chapter 5. Expand and simplify the equation. So y equals x squared plus 4x plus 4. Now, if we want to do it the long way, x plus 2, x plus 2. Draw on our arrows. X squared plus 2x plus 2x plus 4, x squared plus 4x plus 4. Verify if the coordinates of the vertex satisfy the equation from part B. Okay, so we know y must equal 0 when x equals -2. So y evaluated at x equals -2. So this is going to be -2 squared plus 4 times -2 plus 4. -2 squared is 4, plus 4 times -2 is -8 plus 4, so we get 4 minus 8 plus 4y equals 0. Okay, so that's the first 10 practice problems. Come back for the rest in the next video. Thank you very much.